Imagine if some of the most powerful political decisions in early America were not made in Congress, not made in public meetings, but inside a secret room filled with candles, handshakes, and coded rituals. Sounds like the plot of a movie. Right, but it actually happened in the early days of the United States. A secret society quietly built influence among presidents, judges, and politicians. Some people believed this group was protecting democracy, others believed they were secretly controlling it, and the truth is, their influence was real. Today we are talking about the mysterious brotherhood that shaped early American politics, the society known as the Freemasons.
Something important. This is not some wild conspiracy theory with aliens and hidden pyramids. Freemasonry was a real organization with real members, and some of the most powerful men in early American history were part of it. We are talking about president, general, and founding fathers like men George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and many others. But the interesting part is not just who joined. The interesting part is how this secret brotherhood quietly influenced politics in a brand new nation trying to figure it out self. So grab a drink, get comfortable, let's open the door to one of the most fascinating secret networks in American history.
Freemasonry started long before the United States even existed. Historians trace its roots back to medieval stonemasons in Europe. These builders created guilds, secret groups that protected their knowledge and skills. Over time, those guilds slowly transformed into something different. They became a brotherhood. Members met in private lodges. They used symbols, secret handshakes, and rituals, and they believed in ideas like loyalty, personal honor, and brotherhood. By the 1700s, Freemasonry had spread across Europe and into the American colonies, and this is where things start to get interesting, because many of the men leading the American Revolution were Freemasons. When you look at early American leadership, Freemasons appear everywhere. George Washington was a proud member of a Masonic lodge in Virginia. He even participated in Masonic ceremonies while serving as president. Benjamin Franklin was another influential member. Franklin actually helped spread Freemasonry across the American colonies, and he believed the organization promoted knowledge, reason, and moral behavior. Even the cornerstone ceremony for the United States Capitol in 1793 was performed using Masonic rituals. Yes, the building where Congress meets today was literally started with a ceremony led by Freemasons. Now, that does not mean the government was secretly run by them, but it does show how deeply the organization was connected to early American leadership. So why did so many politicians join this secret society? Simple answer: connections. Freemasonry created powerful social networks. Imagine a private club where judges, governors, military leaders, and business owners all meet regularly. They share ideas, they build trust, they support each other. For ambitious politicians in the 1700s and early 1800s, joining a lodge could open doors. It was basically an early version of networking, except with secret passwords and mysterious ceremonies, and those connections sometimes translated into political influence, not officially, not publicly, but quietly. Eventually people started noticing something strange. Powerful politicians were part of the same secret organization. Meetings were private, rituals were secret, and outsiders had no idea what was happening inside those lodges. Then in 1826 something dramatic happened. A man named William Morgan disappeared in New York. Morgan had threatened to publish a book revealing Freemason secrets. Shortly after that, he vanished. Many Americans believed Freemasons kidnapped him to keep their secrets hidden. Whether that was true or not, the public reaction was explosive. People were furious, and suddenly the secret society looked a lot more suspicious. The backlash against Freemasonry became so strong that it created something unexpected: America's first third political party. It was called the Anti-Masonic Party. Yes, an entire political party formed specifically to oppose Freemasons. They believed secret societies had no place in a democratic government. They argued that politicians should be accountable to the public, not loyal to secret brotherhoods. And here's the crazy part: the anti-Masonic party actually became powerful. They held conventions, they ran candidates, and in 1832 they even nominated a presidential candidate. This was the first national political convention in American history, something that every major party still uses today. Now here is the big question everyone asks: were Freemasons secretly controlling American politics? The honest answer is Not exactly. There is no real evidence that Freemasonry ran the government behind the scenes, but their influence was definitely real. Members trusted each other, they helped each other socially and politically, and because many leaders were members, the network naturally had power. Think of it less like a secret government and more like a powerful club filled with influential people. Sometimes that overlap between power and secrecy made people nervous, and honestly, you can see why Freemasonry still exists today, but its political influence is nowhere near what it was in early American history. Today it mostly focuses on charity, community service, and tradition, but the mystery still fascinates people. The symbols, the rituals, the idea that presidents and revolutionaries once gathered in secret lodges. It all feels like something out of a historical thriller, yet much of it really happened, and it left a strange but fascinating mark on early American politics. History is full of stories like this, hidden networks, strange alliances, and powerful groups working quietly behind the scenes. Sometimes the real story is even more interesting than the conspiracy theories, so if you enjoy uncovering these hidden chapters of history, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because every week we dive into another forgotten story that shape the world we live in today, and trust me, some of them are even stranger than this one. See you in the next video.